Hello everybody in my Harvard C class. This is Daryl and this is for your class on October 12th, 2009. And what we went over in class is the if statements, such as if I had $1 million or if I won $1 million, what would you do? Or if you won $1 million, what would you do? And on page 63 there are two girls. One girl was named Sarah and another one was named Laura. And Sarah says, if I won $1 million, I'd go on a vacation to Australia with my family. We'd stay in a big hotel for 3 weeks and go surfing every day. Then I'd buy presents for all my friends. I'd also buy a new car for my parents and a new bike for me. And Laura writes, if I won $1 million, I'd buy a boat. I'd spend every vacation on my boat and travel all around the world. We'd move to a house with a yard. Then I could get a dog. I'd give my brother some money for new clothes. All of his clothes are old and horrible. Interesting. So, this was on what would you do if you won $1 million or if you had $1 million. And in class we sang the song If I Had $1 Million. And if you look on activity 4 on page 63 for lesson 6 unit 7, you can write a story of what you would do if you won $1 million. Okay, and I want you to think about it. Okay, and I want you, maybe you could write about it, or what you could do is you could get a YouTube membership and you could post your comments. Right, you can post your comments down here. Okay, you can post your comments and you can tell me what would you do if you had $1 million or won $1 million. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to go to page 64, and this is the mysteries of the world, and this is El Dorado. Okay, and there are many stories about this, about the Spanish coming to North America or South America and looking for gold and finding gold and doing many things, and basically they came for gold, to look for gold, and they suppose they found a lot of gold. And this is called El Dorado. Okay, El Dorado. And here we have, here I'm going to read, and when the Spanish came to Latin America in the 1500s, they heard stories about a secret city. People said that the city was full of gold. The Spanish called the city El Dorado, but they did not know where it was. If we found El Dorado, we'd be rich, they thought. In 1535, some explorers started to look for El Dorado. It was a very difficult trip. A lot of explorers got sick and died. They couldn't find the secret city, so after 3 years they stopped looking. The next year, a larger group of explorers tried again. Some Native Americans showed them a town called Hunsa. Here they found a house with gold walls. It was the king's house. The king had other houses too, and they were full of gold and emeralds. The explorers stole all the king's treasure, but they wanted more. Then the explorers heard the story about a lake. The lake was part of an important festival for the Native Americans. When they chose a new king, he went out to the center of the lake on a boat. Then he threw gold and emeralds into the water. This festival has happened a lot of times. The explorers thought the lake is full of treasure. The lake is full of treasure. So they still believed the lake was full of treasure, remember? And I'm going to read here. It says, they went to the lake and tried to find the treasure, but the lake was too deep. The lake is called Guatavita, and it's in Colombia. For hundreds of years, people tried to get the treasure of El Dorado. They took the water out of the lake and found some gold, but it soon filled up again. The treasure is probably still there, but we'll never know. Nobody could look for it now because Colombia doesn't allow it. So there could be treasure there, but nobody knows, right? Nobody knows. Well, they do know. They maybe saw that there was treasure there in the past, but the government will not allow it. Very interesting. What do you think? Do you think the Colombian government should allow it? I don't know. You may want to put your comments down here, okay? Down here. Get a membership, and you may be able to put your comments there, because I'd like to hear what you think. Okay? Alright, so that was what we went over for October 12th, 2009. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye.